I like the fact that she's so dynamic.
She persists, as we all know.
She doesn't hold back. She just lets them know what she's thinking.
She's a great policy wonk. She gives a good speech, and she's got heart.
Really excited to welcome you here today to the campus to welcome our beloved Senator Elizabeth Warren.
As your mayor, it is my sincere honor and privilege to introduce and welcome Senator Warren.
So here it is. It is a gorgeous day outside. You are in the beautiful Berkshires. There are at least 10,000 wonderful things to do out there. And you are inside to talk about policy. I love messages. The Republicans have on the table a plan, and they describe it as a health care plan. I actually want to be blunt about it. It is not a health care plan. It's a tax cut plan. Tax cuts for a handful of millionaires and billionaires. So how are they going to plan to pay for tax cuts? One is they're going to knock 22 million people off their health care coverage. And they're going to rewrite the laws around insurance to drive up costs. So I got to say, on this one, if this isn't a moment to stand up and fight back, then I don't know when it comes. We have to fight. Repeal of the Affordable Care Act and replacement with a Republican bill. More people dislike that than like it in all 50 states. If anybody asks, does it matter that we get out there and try to fight? Does it matter that I stayed up until 2 in the morning yesterday, hitting it one more time? Does it matter? I do it both ways. Yeah. In fact, sometimes at the same time. Does it matter? The answer is yes, it matters. Yes.
Are we lucky or what? By the way, there's a brewery in the county called Big Elm, and they created a beer in your honor. It's called Persistence. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, great. Look at them.
There we go. Oh, in the aisle.
I'm thinking about our inability to stop the lies and accusations coming from the mouth of 45. I'd like to hear your opinion of why he still is in office.
This administration is under investigation for some pretty serious stuff. You know, it's like one shoe after another keeps dropping. You know, it's like a centipede in terms of shoes dropping. You kind of get up every day and say, wonder what today's shoe is going to be, right? The Russians have developed a new weapon. And that weapon is a cyber attack on the basic democratic structure of the United States. We need a response to that. And not a response that says, let's put this behind us and get a promise that you won't do it in the future. But a promise that says, when you attack us, there will be real consequences.
What can I do? What can we do?
Yes.
Can we go to Washington and really get on the train and get the hell there?
First thing I advise everybody to do is join a group. I hope everybody in here has. And if you've joined one group, think about joining another. Lots of different groups. Part 2 in this is reach out. Everybody in here knows somebody in a state with a Republican senator. And all we got to do is pick off 3.
What advice can you give to a student like me about what to do as I prepare for college?
Okay. What's happening in Washington right now on student loans is the Republicans have completely shut down the debate. They will not let me take my bill to the floor, which would refinance student loan debt. This is one of those things. The federal government is making a profit off the backs of our students. Tens of billions of dollars in profits from young people who have to borrow money to go to school. That is morally reprehensible. Second one is the Department of Education. The Department of Education is supposed to work for the students, not for the for-profit. seen it, once you leave here, click on to DeVos Watch to search. We have one more.
Thank you for your resistance in wearing open-toed shoes. Like under the radar, there's kind of an insidious loss of protection for clean air and water.
Yeah.
And I just wondered what you could tell us about that.
For years, GE dumped, PCBs right into the water. Finally came to a deal. A lot of people thought it was not a strong enough deal. I understand that. But the deal was done. And then the Republicans took over the White House and Scott Pruitt got named head of the EPA. And Pruitt promptly announced that any deal was now open for another round of negotiations. And GE said, we'll take that. This is just appalling. And a reminder that Scott Pruitt has made it pretty clear that his job is not, as he sees it, to protect the air and the water for the citizens of the United States, that his job is to help the profitability of those who've polluted the air and the water. We're looking for every way we can to push back, and actually, we found one. Trump's version of the budget was to cut the Environmental Protection Agency budget by roughly about a third. And one of the things we got into the budget negotiations for this year is that they could cut the EPA budget by 1% and do no mass layoffs. That's pretty good. Trump proposed, and the Republicans proposed, to cut $1 billion from National Institute of Health medical research funding this year. I mean, like, think about that. How do you do that? The research projects are already under, you fire the mice? I mean, National Endowment for the Arts, National Endowment for the Humanities. That was the proposal. And so here's where we ended up. Just on those three things. $2 billion additional dollars for NIH this year. We got $2 million for the National Endowment for the Arts and no, we ain't gonna win them all. We can't. We don't have the votes. But I tell you this, that doesn't mean you lay down and quit playing. Right? It means you get back in that fight and you look for every place you can to make a difference. And here's the deal. We're not going to go down on every one of them. We are going to win.
She did incredible. To hear her speak and to basically speak out and tell us that we need to stand up and stand strong, especially at this time.
Oh, she was amazing. I mean, essentially, to me, there's clearly a moment in the country's history and this moment now where we need to do a reset.
I believe her popularity is based on truth.